guys, this is Laura from the Wellness Nook, where I practice massage therapy and teach yoga. Yesterday I posted a video that during everything that's going on right now with the COVID-19 insanity and the, quarantining, social distancing, I would like to continue to help everybody. I understand that even though we can't go get a massage doesn't mean we don't still need a massage. So I would like to share with you guys things that I do for self-massage and stretching that I do to help whenever I have certain issues. So you guys can send me what's going on with you, we can kind of figure out what's going on, and then I'll make a quick video of different stretching or self-massage you can do. Quick, maybe more or less, who knows? I don't do editing, so it's literally just a stream of consciousness. This might go on forever. Also, I am not a doctor. I'm not a physical therapist. I am a licensed massage therapist. I am a yoga teacher. I'm not telling you this is what you have to do. This is what I do. This is something I do for myself. This is just me sharing different things I do. So you can try them if that works for you. You do not have to try them. It might work, might not making promises, but just doing what I can do to help. My main thing I always say is always let pain be your guide. You're looking for that hurts so good. If nothing feels good, it's not good, don't do it. You need to have it feel good. It's not more pain, more gain. That's not the case. We want to kind of reduce pain and have tons of gain. So always let pain be your guide. You don't want anything to hurt. You want, if it feels, you want a medicinal stretch. You want that very therapeutic feeling. Something like when you come in and get a massage from me, you're like, oh yeah, no, I want Laura to do that. Not that, oh my God, I think I might be damaging something pain. Don't do that. So please remember that as you go forward. So this video is for a client of mine who has been doing more treadmill running and experiencing pain kind of in the front side of their hip. So after kind of talking with her, I'm thinking it's probably her TFL. So your TFL is your tensor fascia lata muscle. It's a hip flexor, and it does exactly what it says. It tenses your fascia lata. The fascia lata is the connective tissue that wraps around the entirety of your thigh. So your IT band attaches up here on your hip into that fascia lata, and that's what creates that IT band. And everyone, for the most part, knows what an IT band is. So your IT band is a very dense part of that connective tissue that runs the outside, the lateral aspect of your leg. So sometimes when it gets really tight, it can also cause knee issues. So I'm going to show some stretches that you can do if your knees bother you. If not, we're kind of work with that. Okay? So first we're going to start with an easy stretch that you probably know, probably seen. I'm going to work with a fridge, but normally you'd work with a wall. So you're going to be about a step away from the wall, maybe a little bit further. You're going to be, I'm also going to work with the left hip, being the injured hip. You can work with whatever hip's bothering you. So just switch it if it's right. So from here, you want your left leg nice and straight. You're going to cross your right leg over, and you're going to kind of just lean into the wall. Bring your forearm, your hand, whatever feels comfortable. Try to keep your left foot flat. If it comes up onto the pinky edge, it's okay. But you want to kind of keep it flat, bend into the right leg, and press your left hip towards the wall. And this is going to stretch not just your TFL, but get into the IT band as well. If it's not enough of a stretch for you, you can come into a lunge. You're going to pivot both of your toes to point to the right. And then you're going to rest your right hand onto that knee if you want, pinky edge of your left foot, and just drop your hip. And this will get a little bit more of an intense stretch. You're going to get it usually also into the lateral side body, but really try to focus on that left hip. From here, you can go into a PNF stretch. So proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation, I think this PNF stands for. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to activate your muscle, and then we're going to stretch it. It kind of helps increase the range of motion. So from here, what you're going to do is you're going to really press your foot. You're pressing your left leg into the mat. Like you're trying to lift yourself up, press the floor away from you, hold for 10 seconds, really actively pressing. And then you're gonna exhale, relax. Come into a little bit deeper of a stretch. And we're gonna do it 2 more times. Again, you're gonna press like you're pressing the world away. And exhale, drop your hip, a little bit deeper of a stretch. And 1 more time. Lifting your hip up, engaging that leg. Exhale, drop it down and stretch. You should get a lot more range of motion when you do this. All right. And then from the stretching, we're going to go into another stretch. If this is too much on your knee, move some stuff out of my way. Move this over. Funky chair that came with the apartment. So if it's too much on your knee, you're gonna take a cushion, put it down. You're gonna put the left knee or the knee of the injured hip down on the cushion. Instead of just coming into a lunge, you're gonna, like usually have like your about hip distance apart your feet. You're gonna bring your right foot or the forward foot or the unaffected hip foot directly in front of the other knee. So you're having more of that cross action similar to that standing stretch we just did. So you're gonna press your hips forward. Then you're going to press your hips over to your left side. So you're pressing your hips away from the bent knee. Then you're gonna inhale, reach the other arm up and arch over to the side. So this is gonna help you not only isolate your TFL without getting the IT band stretch, so you're not getting that stress on your knee, but it's also going to focus on psoas fibers. So your iliopsoas is like a 2-headed muscle that is a major hip flexor. The psoas head is usually mostly causes low back pain, hip problems, always pretty much involved in hip flexor stuff. It's either weak or tight, but it's usually has something to do with it if you have hip or low back pain. Some people it's perfectly healthy on, but if you're perfectly healthy, you don't have pain. So again, you're gonna come into this lunge, cross the foot over in front of the knee. Hips go forward. If you need to, you can step that foot more forward. Sway your hips out to the side of the affected hip, and then arch your arm over to the front leg. Opening up. And coming back out of this. Now I'm going to show you some self-massage stuff that I like to do. So I happen to have a massage ball because I always travel with a massage ball because at some point I will always need a massage ball. If you do not have a massage ball, you can use a golf ball, a tennis ball, a lacrosse ball is one of my favorites, baseball, a ball of rubber bands, any kind of ball, any ball that won't break but is kind of firm. Maybe beanbag technically would work. I don't know, it's not the 90s anymore, so you probably don't have one, but you might. But yeah, something, a small hard ball. Great way to massage. So what you're gonna do is we're gonna come back into that lunge position before, twist our feet, drop the hip. From here, you're gonna bring the ball in between. You're gonna feel your bone up here that's gonna lead to your waist. Go south of that, you'll feel another bone. You wanna put the ball between those 2 bones. And from here, you're just gonna kind of lay yourself down. Bring this knee forward. Now, if it's too much, you can bring your foot out, and that's gonna kind of help take some of the pressure off. But if you can head a little bit deeper, bring that knee down, and you can lay yourself further down, and you can kind of rock. You're gonna rock forward and back. And you're gonna try to find that sweet spot. That spot that when you're getting a massage, you're like, ooh, that's what I need. So that's what you wanna find. Not where it hurts, not where it's a bad spot, but where it's kind of tender and like medicinal. And you're gonna hold there. You can kind of do small rocking when you're there, and then just hold and try to breathe into it. And think about relaxing your whole leg when you breathe into it. And you can also try to roll up a little bit, again, to the point of the bone. You're always looking for the bone. Once you're on the bone, it can get really uncomfortable, and that's not where you want to be. But once you get to the bone, attachment points, those are usually pretty good points also. And again, once you're a little bit lower, you can do that rocking forward and back. Find a good spot and hold it there. All right. You can also, we're going to do it similarly but on our stomach. So you're going to feel that bony part, it's front of your hip. You're just going to kind of put that there so you kind of know where you want to be. Come onto your stomach. And you can kind of roll in that area. You can go forward and back, side to side. It's a little bit harder of an area to work with a small ball, but if it's what you got, and again, hold it anywhere where it's uncomfortable. Not painful, just that medicinal, I need this to be compressed and worked out. And again, you can kind of wiggle, put a little movement, it's kind of like friction. And then, after you use your ball, if you happen to have a foam roller, which is an amazing friend, and you should always have one, to the point where Domingo actually travels with one. He carries this all over. This foam roller, this trip has been with us. Thailand, to the islands, to India, now back to Thailand, so you can do it, you can have one. But if you don't have one yet, I understand that you're in your house right now and Amazon ships pretty quickly, but not that quickly. Frozen water bottles. You can take a water bottle, freeze it, and it's still pretty fantastic. You can also do anything this shape. You want something firm, this shape. Don't work with anything that'll break though. Don't do anything glass. Don't do something that's gonna break under the weight of you. Don't do that. So, what about frozen? Plastic water bottles are good. Obviously, just a genuine foam roller is fantastic. So we're going to work on our IT band because, like I was saying before, your TFL is going to attach into your IT band, so you want to really work that out because sometimes it could be causing the pain in the hip from your TFL, and even if it's not causing the pain, your TFL being tight is going to make your IT band tight, so releasing that connective tissue will help release your TFL. So again, back to the same position we did before, come into a lunge, pivot both your toes to the right. You're going to drop that hip right on. So you want the entire, like the outside or lateral aspect of your leg to be on the foam roller. And this is where it's particularly fantastically unfun. And you're just going to literally roll back and forth, and anywhere it feels kind of like, I need it there, you can hold, do that forward and back rocking, and roll up and down. Yeah, it's not fun. I mean, it's not like I don't feel like I'm hurting myself, causing damage, but you definitely feel like this is tight. This kind of needs this. So again, you just kind of find that spot and you rock. And after that, you're gonna kind of rock down. You're gonna come onto your onto your stomach, and you're gonna roll the top of your legs. Try to really focus on the one leg at a time. You can do both legs. It's actually good to kind of create balance and do both sides. But you're gonna focus on the one leg at a time and really get the focus on that. You're not gonna go past your hip bone. So that front hip bone we were talking about before, that's as high as you go, and then roll back down. And again, anywhere it feels particularly not fun, just hold it and relax. And there you go. Some stuff I tend to do. I actually also sometimes struggle with TFL discomfort when I start doing any kind of jogging, especially when it's like any trail jogging or on sand, or a lot of hiking, because it's a major muscle in stabilizing your hip and hip flexion. So it's going to be involved in running, but also stabilizing. So whenever you're starting to run on a new surface, it's going to usually act up more often than not. So hopefully that stuff kind of helps work that out. Try it out. If it helps, let me know. If it doesn't help and we want to try something else, just let me know. Other great tips that I like to do, if you can do an Epsom salt bath. It's a great time to kill time during quarantine, and it just really helps relax your muscles. You can also add lavender because that also is a muscle relaxer. Heat to the area in general is really nice. Moist heat is preferable, so again, a hot bath. Take warm hand towels. You can microwave them, or you can, if you boil water, you're likely to burn yourself, so I just don't recommend it. I've done it, burnt myself, had that fun. So that's really good. Not burning yourself with moist heat is good. But yeah, argan oil, if you happen to have some, that's great. CBD cream, if you have it, is really good. But yeah, it's pretty much what I do. That's my approach to pain in my hip, in the anterior lateral hip area. All right. Well, hopefully it helps. And if you weren't the one who requested this video, but you do have aches and pains somewhere else, and you would like suggestions on how to self-massage and stretch it, or you just enjoy listening to me ramble on, you can reach out to me through my email at appt@thewellnessnook.com, or Laura, Laura, @thewellnessnook.com. Go to the website, www.thewellnessnook.com, and go to the contact us and fill that out. You can contact me via Facebook from the Wellness Nook, or you can also comment on this on YouTube, and I will be paying attention to that because I've got time. Anyway, look forward to hearing from you guys, and hopefully this helped.